All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Group Chart Analysis. It is Thursday, September 20th, 2018. Damn, it's already September 20th. Like, bruh. next 2.5 weeks, it's October. Like, that's stupid. Let's go over what the pairs are. So last night we didn't have a chart analysis. I told right before I said I was out. I was at a car dealership, and then I also had a presentation at the exact same time. So it was like kind of like frustrating, but things got done. It was awesome. Now, with that being said, let's go look at EU. Let's go look at our base pairs. So I didn't look at the charts at all yesterday, and when I did look at them, it was like early morning, and nothing was really presenting in my eyes. So I kind of just like got off, and then on top of that, there was news, and I don't know. I just didn't really see everything. But I'm looking at it right now, and if everything did eventually hit the rises. I was expecting this to kind of consolidate a little bit more, right? So I drew up the trend line. I drew up the support resistance lines. I was thinking it was going to get ready to fringe. That's why I drew up the lines prior. Deleted them for some reason. I was thinking it's going to go up and down. But then at the same time, we were also going over where the EMAs were. And this thing was bound to hit the EMA, the 4-hour, the blueberry, but it was just taking its sweet-ass time doing it. Like this whole beginning of the week, it just didn't really move. So the ultimate goal of what I wanted to do ended up hitting it. Hit that Mayo in the daily, which is nice. Now it's going to start getting ready to do something to the point where I think it's actually going to pull back a little bit higher. So if you guys remember from 2 nights ago, I think I was talking about how this was the left shoulder head, and that this could possibly be the right shoulder. This might actually happen in a sense where it goes all the way back up towards that side, right? Because right now the EMAs are super close. So the fact that the weekly is hitting these EMAs doesn't mean shit right now because of how close they are. There's no trend. There is no support resistance on these EMAs when they're this close. So when it comes to the daily, looking at where it's at right now, this thing has the potential to actually just constantly just keep breaking through, which if you guys are seeing, it did. This is yesterday's candle. This candle closed at higher, right? The close of the candle closed at a point that it has not touched since June 5th. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3.5 months ago is the last time it was at this point where price had closed. So now you have to ask yourself, what's it going to do? It's either going to start consolidating hard because it just hit that blueberry, right? Or it's going to start consolidating for a little bit, but eventually, and it's going to keep going up. If you're looking at this on the hour time frame, this is a clear uptrend. It broke all these highs. This was the recent high, right? So we'll draw it up here. Let me get rid of this. Here's this high right there. We'll go to the wick. And then here's this one. Did it break it? It came damn near close to it. So like short term it broke this one. Now it's hitting that one zone. What we're probably going to see here, because I believe that this thing is going to continue up a little bit more. There is no divergence here. The daily, there's no divergence. If you guys are actually looking at this TDI right now, the TDI is literally making it happen for us. It's above the stationary, and it's coming outside of the volatility band, which is going to push it to the upside. It's going to push it into the overbought zone. We want it to go into the overbought zone. So that hence, because there's no trend, because it broke these highs, we're going to be looking for this thing to be a buy. So on a shorter time frame, because it's also Friday, you guys are going to probably see this thing consolidate or just drop back down and retest that water. And then next week, we're going to be looking for it to stop hunt low, ultimately rise with the newfound trend. So that's what we're going to be looking for. GBP USD shot the fuck up too. All these pairs really shot the fuck up. And this one was perfect. So if you guys remember at the beginning of the week, I told you that it was either going to form a sauce trade and bounce down and drop it, or it was going to go up to that water. And if you guys see right here in the weekly, it wicked right on the water, literally to a T. So now we know what it did. This is the perfect pullback zone. So now we're going to probably start seeing this pair consolidate, to be completely honest. It might push up a little bit more. I'm trying to see it from a weekly standpoint. The EMAs are tight here. The monthly actually looks like it could shoot up. This thing, just like EU, could potentially keep shooting up. Look at this. The daily's TDI isn't even overbought yet. This thing still has room to hit. I think it's going to continue up past the Mayo, because we all know GBP doesn't always like to hit directly off the EMAs. It will sometimes go between them. I think it's going to go up and it's going to consolidate in the middle somewhere. So you're going to start seeing this thing by next week start shooting up a little bit higher. The daily looks at look at the squeeze. You guys remember how we were looking at GJ? You guys remember GJ in the 4 hour? Look at this. What was it doing? It was squeezing. Didn't I tell you this whole week was going to possibly be like that? See the squeeze, how the volatility bands are really tight. They're overbought. Everything is just super tight on the TDI. Well, now look at GU. Same shit. Literally the same exact shit. So if that's happening, what can you guys predict what's going to happen with GU? Probably going to keep going all the way back up like GJ did. Just up. It's probably just going to keep gradually going up. So what are you going to do? You're going to keep buying. Don't sell it. Anything that's a sell is a stop hunt. So stop hunt, low buy. That's what we're looking at. Stop hunt, low buys. AUD. Weekly was going to possibly go up to that catch up. It's still shooting up. It was oversold. Daily was oversold, but it wasn't like divergent to a point. It's hitting that water. I want to see what it does here because it is signifying level 3. The 4 hour just broke the Mayo, like a clean break in the Mayo on the 4 hour, which makes me believe it could do something like this and go back up because all the other pairs are 100% going up. 1 hour. Yep, it's not even the right divergence. It's divergent from here down to here, but the point at which the divergence starts is not a shark fin. So this is not a valid divergence. This is going to simply drop down, consolidate on the EMAs, and it's going to shoot right back up again. All right, so it's the same thing. Stop on low, rise. Gold, Gold probably the same shit too. Shot up weekly. It's not the craziest pair, but it definitely looks like it's going up to that weekly catch up. It's going to go up here out of the volatility band. It's going to break the volatility band in the stationary 50. If that happens, this pair is going up. All right, so gold is showing signs of it going up as well. So I'm going to say the same thing. Look for the buy. Look for the buys on gold. Now, it is hitting a point of resistance right now as we speak. So you may want to wait for it to to drop down again like this because it's starting to do like a squeeze above the stationary 50. Wait for it to do this. Come back down, hit the water of the blueberry, and then you buy it. So that's what you're going to be looking for. U-Chief, there was some news. This continued down. I mean, we overall had it going down. This was just the inverted head and shoulders for the small time reversal, which was different. But this thing shot the fuck down as expected. If you guys remember when it was consolidating over here a few days ago going into last week, we were looking for it to break this low and continue down to this low. Well, the push that happened last night is making that happen. It's making that thing come true. So in essence, everything we just said, this is the opposite. Stop hunt highs. You're looking for sells. Stop on high, you're looking for sells. Ideally, you want to go to the 1 hour water. That's the best place. But that's what you're looking for. It's a stop on high sell. If it doesn't do it tonight, it's for sure doing it next week, and that's all you're going to be looking for. UCAD. I haven't touched this pair. It's testing a low as we right now. We'll go to this one. Technically broke the low, but you know it is what it is. It's not divergent. Ooh, let me see this daily. This could, because of where it's at on the price, this could shoot up a little bit and then come back down. But depending on what happens tonight, if this keeps dropping, it's going to tank. This thing is going to tank. See if I can find. I mean, the monthly looks good for a sell too. All these new lows, right? It's starting to form down. The TDI is coming in. The RSI is dropping downwards towards it. Oh, looks good. The 4 hour. 4 hours not divergent. It's not even divergent here. So stop on high sells, but it is hitting us a point of resistance. So what I do suggest is either letting it break down and you catch a pullback again because this isn't guaranteed, or you're smart and you look for the most probable thing to happen and the most accurate. And you wait for it to stop on high and pull back. Right? You want to look at these patterns. You want to see them shoot up. Right? So if it wants to shoot down, it's going to come up to this resistance zone. If it doesn't break, it's going, or if it If it doesn't break, it's going to shoot back down to that low and possibly break it out, or it's going to come up and it's going to start setting up for a massive fringe. All right, so just be ready. So what I suggest on UCAD is start drawing your supply and demand, your support resistance. So we got some hits here. I don't know what this is. We got some hits up here. All right, so just start drawing up these trend lines, these trend lines as well. Delete this. Put this here. So there's a trend line right there. You can maintain that one, so you can hold this. Just wait for it to possibly shoot up towards it, and then we'll look for continuation down. Right? So just be careful on UCAD. UJ, pretty sure we had this thing for continuation. I wasn't really looking for this thing to be a sell. So if you guys continued with the uptrend, good shit. That's what it was meant to do. The weekly still looks good for the buy. The monthly still looks good. This thing's shooting up. Hopefully it finishes out the month like this. At 4 hour threw a new high up to the top, and guys, it's still going up. Here's that high, it needs to test. This is no longer needed. This can be adjusted. No, that's fine. It's divergent, but that doesn't mean shit. It's above the stationary 50. So same thing. Stop on low, rise. It actually might do the rise right here. I don't know. It's not probable. It's not the best time to do it, but it's a Friday too. So this could literally. So what is it? Friday. So this would be Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Monday, Friday, Thursday. So this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday. Things could happen. I believe this thing could shoot up. It looks like it is. It looks like it's about to come out of the volatility bands here and go up towards the overbought zone, to be completely honest. But because I don't really see anything telling me it's going to drop right now. I mean, it's not even divergent on the 15-minute yet. It's still valid. So just wait on it. It's a trap day. We got all next week. Things will be rising. GJ's been continuing up. I'm going to say the same thing for this one. Continue it up. I believe it's going to go up to that the weekly Mayo. So you're going to be seeing this thing hit the weekly Mayo a little bit higher. It's going to keep going. So continue to buy. Continue to buy to continue to buy. Continue to buy. Stop hunt low, rise. This one's probably going to do something like this. If this continues tonight, what it will probably do is this. It's probably going to start consolidating in the zone, wait for the water to come up to hit it, and as soon as the water comes up and hits it, it'll shoot up. And then EA. Let me delete this. All right, so let's see. Weekly. Do that wick at the top, like a doji. Probably going to take a little. I said it was due for a pullback, but we'll see. It looks like it's still forming that. Right now, it looks like it's going to drop, but not a drop, like a pullback drop. Broke that catch up here, which is over here on the 4 hour, which should be past the water. What the hell? This isn't right. September 11th. I was going to say, like, this isn't right. Give it a sec to load up. Come on. Dailies on. Oh. It needs to be. Did I lose connection? Hold on. It's not showing on my chart. It says September 11th. I don't know why this says September 11th. whatever. Essentially, what I think is going to happen is this. It's going to drop down to that water. I think this thing's going to drop, to be completely honest. See, even the hour, it's just the 4 hour. The 4 hour don't want to work, but the hour does. That makes 0 sense. So, wait for this thing to, just be careful of it, but wait for it to shoot up, hit that Mayo, do some consolidation, whatever it's going to do, and it's either going to drop here or it's going to continue up. Like I said, push up a little bit higher, and then we'll see that drop. Because right now it's above the stationary 50. Okay, this 4 hour needs a load. Not seeing the 4 hours pissing me off, but look for this to stop on up into this area, and then we'll possibly be looking for sales. GA might help me out a little bit. It's getting right in that weekly. It looks like it's going to be dropping too. Looks exactly like EA. Yeah, so you guys are waiting for this little stop hunt, and then it's probably going to be another drop again. It's looking like this. See how that goes. But it looks like it could stop on a little bit higher, so look for this thing to shoot up for now. At least it's going to go up to this high right here. So EA and GA are going to be shooting up short term. And then we'll see what they're going to do long term. See how this week finishes out. Because depending on how this week finishes, it might be. This actually looks like a sauce trade too. Motherfuckers. Damn it. It's like a perfect hit off the ketchup. The only thing is it's tough. Could shoot up. Looks like because on the TDI, it's like starting to curve upwards and it's above the stationary. So I'm thinking this thing's in a short-term rise and go with the daily sauce. You guys see this? The daily sauce right there. Does EA have it? Not the same, but it's essentially like there. So look for these things to shoot up tonight. All right, we'll be seeing how they play out. And then G Chief. Still had room to shoot up, I believe. Hit that water, which is nice. If you guys bought it, good shit. Wicked right off of that high. That's crazy. That's gnarly. Wicked right off of that, the trend line and the water. So we'll probably see this thing drop again. Get ready for a drop on G Chief soon. It's gonna go down. Possibly another shot up though. It's divergent, so probably do something like this. See how it goes. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be looking for. If it breaks the water, it's gonna go down towards here and then possibly consolidate. G Chief's getting ready to be doing some ugly shit. So hop off of it for a little bit. All right. Does anybody have any questions? Thursday, so just be safe in the market. And we'll see what other setups pop up tonight. Let's see. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And this week has been kind of crazy with the charts, so I'm hoping that it's better for next week because it's definitely going to be needed. Definitely needs to be good next week. All right, guys. Well, I'll talk to you on Sunday. Everyone here enjoy the weekend. Have some fun. And we'll get these pips next week. All right? Peace out, everybody.